Welcome to another edition of the Sports One. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port here on a Monday. Barnes and Tony, once again, our first full week of 2026.
Right.
What's going on, brother?
Not much, dude. Happy to be here, bringing the energy today, Brian. Love that on this Monday, on this cold Monday
At Lambeau
Field. No, but I will say, definitely like the whole schedule this weekend was all thrown off, dude. What an odd like, holiday week, yeah, dude. With Christmas and New Year's in the middle of the weeks, and it's
the
like
eating and the drinking and the games
and going
and the pecan pie challenge.
3 to 5 pounds. Can you do it in 10 minutes?
I mean, a joke. You're questioning me?
No, yeah, dude. I would actually really like to see this. So what like he just brought this up to you. This is JD, by the way, bringing up a pecan pie eating contest.
And share the pecan pie. Share the pecan pie for everybody.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull up the picture here for everyone.
But basically, he said, I think he said 3 to 5 pounds. The entire crust in pecans. And I told him I could eat it in an hour, and he's questioning it. And listen, I would say for the average person, that would be understandable. But I just feel like for myself, I don't think there's anything to question.
Yeah, and there's the pecan pie for everyone to reference at this point. Is sizable, a lot of pecans on it, we'll say. But yeah, no, I do think Brian can do this. And so, what's like this gauntlet that JD's throwing down? Like he wants to do it with you and see who can do it.
No, I think he just wants me to do it. Wants me to do it on a show,
right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just pecan pie going way back. I mean, it was traditionally something we would always have for Thanksgiving,
Love it.
And it was always my favorite, especially because I barely ever had it.
Yeah,
once a year. So I know I could take it down, and I know everybody who knows me. Especially because I just feel like I was telling you, the speed advantage, your stomach catching up to you. By the time that happens, the pie's gone.
Right.
Versus other people, a little slower.
Oh, yeah.
Like Matt eating the pie. Oh. Dude, I feel like I'm a yak. After a couple bites, it's like, well, that's not going to happen to me.
Right. No, of course not. And now is this something, bless you. I know. Is this something like you want to do? Like, are we going to be doing this or like?
I think we just have to work out the parameters, the stakes. He was saying like what for, this and that. So I said we'll have to think about it. And curious, if everybody wants to chime in. Definitely let us know. And then I was just thinking about this because Ernie's here in the comments, but I was cracking up because it just brought back like this old memory, which I'll get to in a second. But I don't know. We were just talking about like the Jets yesterday in the group chat. And then, Ernie, he likes his like statements.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So he said that he thinks the Jets will win a playoff game before the Yankees win the World Series. And I literally in the thing said back, playoffs? What, playoffs? Wait, but playoffs?
Why?
I mean, come on, dude.
Why does he think like why? Yeah,
I don't know. He likes to like put those statements out there, but that's ridiculous. Like, listen, yes, we don't like the course of the offseason and stuff, but there's a difference between the Yankees and the Jets and them. Obviously there hasn't been an official announcement on this, but bringing back Aaron Glenn, first team NFL history, no interceptions for an entire year. Just to get embarrassed every time you're out there. No reason to bring him back. But Woody not wanting to pay him. I think it's 4 years left on his contract. So we know he's going to be back. But I just feel like, that was absolutely asinine of a comment, Tony. Is there a problem?
Your phone volume? Maybe? Nope.
No.
Oh, interesting. I'm hearing something.
Not anymore.
No, yeah, I mean, about Ernie's statement, you're saying, or about the Aaron Glenn situation.
Well, if you had to say that statement makes more sense, or the Josh B not going double or nothing because we know we're going to win. If you had to, honestly.
I mean, I guess the Josh B makes more sense.
How? I still have not heard the logic with Josh B. Wait.
So you're saying Ernie's statement makes more sense?
No, but I would say it's equal.
No, you gotta pick one. You can just ask me that and say, no, I say it's equal.
No, but in all seriousness, just break down the Josh B for a second. Like, what is he actually trying to say? Because I did counter it by saying we're going out regardless. So what is he trying to say with the picks in your eyes?
He just wants to take the win, is what
But he didn't say that, right?
That's fine, but
right?
No, that's right. I mean, I guess he hasn't said that. At least not to me. But obviously they just want to take the win. So
but do you think it's a little ridiculous that they can't just say that?
I mean, I would say that, yeah.
But it's also ridiculous to say the Jets in the
playoffs. He said in the playoffs or winning a playoff game,
which is
even
ridiculous.
further.
What is that going to be?
Like, give me a break, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, just wanted to touch on those couple things. But as you can imagine, here on a Monday, playoffs starting this week. So much to talk about. But let's sort through the couple comments first here.
Yeah, we have just a couple here. Excuse me.
What are you eating?
A mint.
A mint.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good mint.
See, it seems like it's like a cake.
I put like 4 in my mouth just now, actually. So
I mean,
maybe
you might as well
overdone
just write down the time code for that.
Anyway, no. They're like these mints. My mom put in my stocking. They're like
a candy mint.
Yeah. They're like Nintendo, like NES mints or whatever. Dude, pretty solid. Ernie in the house says year. And he says, let's effing go DTV, baby.
Let's go, Ernie.
And then Josh B says, yo, what up, fam? What's up, guys? Hope you had a great weekend, as well as Donna Lee, who says good morning to all of us.
Donna.
And we have Nelson in the house also giving us a good morning. Everyone's in a good morning mood.
Yes.
You know, love that.
Interesting. No Josh B comment. Maybe a corporate America playoff. I'm saying perhaps. After I said that.
Yeah, perhaps. Or maybe he's just sick of it.
The Tennessee game. He knows, though. He knows. So yeah, like we said, a lot to get to, but I would say let's just do the head dive into the world of the National Football League.
This kid is special, man. You didn't think to do that.
Gonna run for it. He got it, and there he goes. Oh, the play of the year in the NFL. Throws intercepted by Surtain. Nobody's gonna catch him. Jones through the end zone. Touchdown. Quincy Williams leveling Murray. There he goes. Jamar Chase. Not yet. Touchdown Bengals. Stafford. Williams. What a hit by Budda Baker. Budda Baker just saved the touchdown.
All right. So today's show and NFL segment is brought to you by Velvet Llama. Premium canned cocktails crafted by NYC bartenders with a playful spirit. Enjoy their award-winning espresso martini with Italian espresso and chocolate notes, the Chris Masca mule with Nigerian ginger, or the spicy margarita with organic agave and jalapeno. These ready-to-drink treats are made with the finest ingredients. Grab yours at velvetllama.com and ride the smooth wave with Velvet Llama. And obviously, of course, this, last week of the season, no bye week, Saturday games, everybody in action. So a lot to talk about here. We got started, though, Saturday, I believe 4:30. Was the kickoff there in Tampa. We saw the Bucs win 16-14 over the Panthers, kind of a sloppy game. And for two teams, that have been the model of inconsistency this season. So the Bucs win at that time, they felt pretty good about their chances to win the South. But the Falcons not helping them out. So the Panthers, despite this loss, still winning this division and will host as an 8-9 team. An 8-9 team will host the Rams as 9.5-point underdogs. First game of the playoffs, Saturday, 4:30. This hasn't happened in a few years. I believe Tampa. I guess it was only a couple years ago, but Tommy's last year did host at 8 and 9 and lost to Dallas. And then we've seen Seattle do that before as well, Washington. But the whole, this has been a conversation for years. Do you think something should be done about, like, you win a division, you're automatically in the playoffs, but that, maybe there's like a reseeding in terms of like home field advantage once the field is set? Because does it not feel completely unfair? A Rams team that could have had the number 1 seed, but last week they were in play for it, that they are being hosted by an 8 and 9 team when they won 12 games.
Interesting. So you're saying that it doesn't matter if they're the winners of the
I'm saying you get
division. You get in.
But I'm saying but once the playoff field is set, then we reseed based on
so record. Like if a wild card team has a better record than a
then
they get the home.
Yeah. Or it's not even a reseed, just like, whoever has the better record between the teams hosts.
Just hosts. I don't know. I don't know if I really do like that, to be honest.
But I mean, to me, the Panthers, come on. Like, it's like, and the only reason it's like, at home, they play well. So it's one of those things, gotta be careful. Like, honestly, I would say right now with the spread, I probably would take Carolina just because at home, I think the Rams probably win, but it's probably closer than you would think. Right. I mean, obviously the Panthers won the regular season game, but to me, 8 and 9 hosting a playoff game, it seems kind of finicky. Yeah, but don't you think that would,
I guess, belittle like winning the division a little bit?
I just think win more games. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I mean. Like if you,
but it's not belittling because you're automatically in.
But you
take it into the playoffs.
No. But you're gonna probably have scenarios where there's a week 18 where now a team like doesn't care about winning that number 1 seed, doesn't care about winning the division. Oh, like we'll be the wild card team. We'll host. Well, you know what I'm saying?
No, because like in this instance, like the Panthers just wouldn't have gotten in.
Right. But no, I'm saying like for like the Rams, for example. Right, they were playing for the number 1 seed.
Right.
But if they were in the situation they were in and they're like, oh, like we'd rather take the wild card spot and host the Panthers than actually play a game and try to get number 1 seed and whatever.
But then they could get a bye. So, you still have that motivation there.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I kind of like the fact that there's like, because I feel that that division, like the Panthers, the Bucks, like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I know obviously you're talking bottom of the barrel teams, but that division was so evenly, I guess, like matched up. I don't know. It made for great football games. It made for a great division. It made for a great end of the season for that division. Like, I don't know. I think the Panthers deserve the home advantage.
What would you say, though, their percent chance of winning that game
against the Rams? Yeah. I would say like maybe 20%.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to say.
But I don't know. I mean, it makes for a better. I mean, if they were on the road, it'd be less than that, right? So it makes for a better matchup.
Yeah. But you just want the best teams in the field.
But I mean, there are, right? I mean, what are you trying to say? Like there's like the Panthers shouldn't even be in the playoffs.
I mean,
like,
I know it's like, again, if they were better, they would have won the division. But I honestly think the Falcons were actually probably the best team in that division this year. Right? I mean, the Bucks. I mean, come on. I mean, 7-1 or whatever it was. Like,
I mean, I think the Bucks at full strength, I think, is a more talented team.
I mean, they kind of were full strength over the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Baker obviously battling a lot of things, and they did shoot themselves in the foot often. So I don't know. I mean, it's tough to sit here and say, "Oh, that like the Falcons were a better team." Falcons weren't even.
I mean, the same record through a tie. They were.
Yeah.
Won 4 in a row, but Raheem Morris, obviously, we found out yesterday afternoon, and Terry Fontenot.
Rightfully so.
5 years as the GM. So Matty Ice looks like he's coming into the front office, they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a shot in the dark. I mean, we saw the Niners do this with John Lynch. Same situation from the booth, everything. No experience in terms of that role.
Right.
And obviously he's still there with Kyle Shanahan. So I'm sure that's what Arthur Blank's hoping for.
Yeah. And I guess that may be a good move. Again, kind of like what you were saying, though. I mean, that roster does have a lot of talent. So you would hope someone could do good with that team. But I don't know. I mean, I still think that, next season, I think all these teams will be a little bit better, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to see what the moves are.
Yeah.
And there were a few comments, I guess, just because it kind of relates to what we're talking about. If you want to just
with the seating
and then the whining.
Wow, that's what he's. Yeah, I knew it. Getting
Josh,
fed up.
Honestly,
whining.
I just, you know what disappoints disappoints me. I expect this type of thing out of Kev. I mean, he can't even admit the sky's blue if it doesn't put him in a positive light. But I don't know. You just seem like level-headed, like you don't get too crazy, and like we can just have a conversation. And it just seems like this is an easy thing to say. Is I don't want to give up my free round of golf or risk my free round of golf. It's like just so easy to say that, but the insistence on not admitting it, it feels like you're morphing into Josh Dew. I don't know. That's what it feels like.
Josh Dew.
No.
And then he goes to Josh Poo.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
And he says, what's up to Nelson? Ernie, though, does say leave it in terms of the divisional winner having the home field advantage. Win your division. It gets you a home game. It makes winning the division matter. I'm kind of on Ernie's side here. Don't leave your destiny in the hands of others, Ernie says.
And then
obviously relating to
this will come up on your feed in a second, but he says, I also say keep the round with the crying emoji. Josh, come on. That's just like not a serious comment. It's Tony. That's a Tony facetious. And it just like, I don't get why it's so difficult to say that. That's what I just don't understand. But like I said, I'm giving you credit here because I think you're level-headed. You usually, like we say, buttoned up, and to just like, kind of like try to turn it around is just kind of like, come on, Josh. But they'll get their beating in the playoffs. So is what it is. And then Ernie with the Josh Dew. Wow. So moving along here, disappointing end of the season for the Bucks. It seems like they're going to keep Bowles. I don't really think that's the right call, right? I mean, I would like to see someone different in there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we talked about this. I mean, it kind of, I feel like does fall on the coaching staff, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get Bowles out of there. Obviously, the injuries, I don't know. I mean, I think we've seen enough from Bowles to be like, oh, like we need someone better.
Bowles is a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
But he'd be top on the list if you were to get let go. I think everyone would love to have him in, but just as a head coach, I just don't think he has what it takes. Almost similar to Raheem Morris, just in terms of like defensive coordinator, very good defensive coordinator, but just as leading and having an impact on a team, it just doesn't seem like either one of those guys has been able to do that.
Do you think that Baker has like what it takes to like get the run on another season?
Yeah, I think it's just some roster changes, obviously his own health, improving that offensive line. So it's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do there. The nightcap, we saw Seattle clinch the number 1 seed and 14th win of the season, 13-3. I have to say this was a surprise to me. Thought, the Niners would have a little more of what it takes. But they didn't. And it's interesting, but Darnold wasn't like outstanding, Tony. Obviously the defense was. Any thoughts there? I mean, a big swing here as the Niners, go to the 6th seed after having a chance for the 1 seed. We'll go to Philly, which, despite their inconsistencies this year, isn't exactly an easy place to play in the playoffs. But what were your thoughts on Seattle, San Francisco?
I mean, listen, if this is the way Seattle can win games in the playoffs, go for it. I mean, they had a great defense all season long. One of the top, rushing defenses, I think, in the league this season. And that's what you have. You have Christian McCaffrey, 8 carries, 23 yards, and you have a Brock Purdy who is absolutely stifled, I guess. They really didn't even have the ball that much, obviously. So, I mean, listen, a win is a win. You do sit here, you look at Darnold. I mean, 2026, it's not like horrible, I guess. 198 through the air, no tutties, no interceptions. I mean, he got out of the way.
35-9 quarterback rating.
Yeah, QBR is not high by any means. But I mean, you didn't really need it. I mean, Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet were a good duo. They had a good time getting, opening up some holes in the middle of the field. So, I mean, listen, I think Seattle can go into the playoffs and beat a team like this. Like, that's great. Obviously, they did it with the Niners. Niners are a great team, great organization, a playoff team. So it's like, sure, why not, right? I mean, if Darnold's not throwing picks and you're making defensive stops, I mean, it's all's good.
Yeah, I'm still, I can't believe it when I see it. We'll see who they match up. It probably will be this matchup. That's my guess. Now, like I said, I know Philadelphia is a tough base to play, but I still do like San Francisco to win that game, and we'll talk about the matchups. Well, just first thoughts, just kind of off the rip, with Seattle, not Seattle, but San Francisco and Philly. I mean, obviously San Francisco didn't look good here.
No, they
We've
did not
seen the
look good
problems that
here
Philly has had
at
this
all.
year.
Yeah, no, I think it's an even matchup. It's tough, dude. I think it's a nail biter, to be honest. Could go either way. I don't know. Pinheiro from 47 at the buzzer, right?
Wait, what?
Eddie Pinheiro?
What about Pinheiro? That you're saying you think he wins it for them at the buzzer?
Yeah, at the buzzer.
Okay.
From 47 out.
No. Just I caught myself. Just
we want to Josh B here.
Yes.
All right, here we go, Josh B.
And you know what? I'm not gonna. I want you to read him, and I want your reaction to this. I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay, dude. Josh B here. All right, Josh B here. Talk about buttoned up with this comment, dude. This sounds like he's running for office here. Moral victory works for me too. And then again, we don't do any payoff on the picks. I'm here for content. I'd like to make this a tradition and actually play based off of the picks. Just think it's more fun than doing a season playoff swap and it's all for nothing. It's like, then what's the point of the picks with the laughing emoji? No, I mean, I guess that makes sense. You know, like he doesn't want to just push off the bet and stuff like that and do double or nothing, even though, like you're saying, Brian, we will go golfing anyway. I see what he's saying there. I guess maybe a little more clarity. Kev Dude says, "What's the fucking go? We want the smoke. Let's go." Miami,
the semifinals.
Yeah, that's right, dude. I was a little bit following college.
There you go.
All right, very little.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. Josh B.
Ohio State going down.
Mhm.
That was surprising. And then, that was I thought it was something else.
Yep.
But listen, I'm not even talking about it.
Doesn't matter.
Think all I would say is,
We're on to Cincinnati.
We're on to the playoffs, and it's like, we are absolutely coming for blood. The nonsense that we had to hear over the second half of the season. Yes, it was the Tony Kerfuffle. Suck it! First half. But down the stretch, I mean, we killed it. I want to say the second half of the season, we had one bad week where we went 1-2. We went 2-1 again this week. So and also too, I've said this before. Kev acts like they've won 150 in a row. With a playoff victory the last 2 years, we will go 3 out of 4 in the pick segment. So I don't know what the whole high and mighty thing is, but listen, let's go. Honestly, let's go, Tony.
Jacked up.
So. Like I was kind of telling you before we got the show started here, Sunday games before the prime time, I thought were a little weak. We had some good games. One of them wasn't Giants Cowboys, but obviously the Dave Kerfuffle number 1 pick 2 weeks ago to number 5 now, and helping the Jets to get to number 2. Cowboys resting second half, that helped. But I don't know. I just think it's just one of those things. Like it was like the Dave dramatics this morning. But I just feel like the situation for the Giants is different than last year. Last year you understood it because the guys that were playing had no future with the team. But Jackson Dart is clearly your future quarterback. And it's like, so you're gonna take away reps from him to get a better draft pick. I just feel like experience is so valuable. It's just a different situation. Usually a team that's vying for the number 1 pick doesn't have their future quarterback on the roster. That's why it was what it is. And I think at least, yes, did you want the number 1 pick? Sure. But at least you could be excited about your quarterback for next year.
So you think like, so you liked what they did, the Giants. You're saying starting.
I mean, it's like I think when you have a young quarterback that needs reps, you don't bench him to get a better draft. You just don't.
So you would have done the same thing. You would have started Dart.
You have to play your young quarterback.
Play him hard, yeah.
I mean, he's got to be as experienced and as ready to go for next season as possible. Taking away reps makes no sense.
No, yeah, you're not wrong at all. Do you think that means that like the Giants are trying to say like, oh, we're committed to Dart, don't care about Mendoza?
Well, it feels like that. I mean, and then with Shane coming back too, obviously he's the one that selected him.
Mm-hmm.
So sure, could a new coach come in and say he doesn't want him? But I just have a feeling with Shane staying, the guy that they're bringing in is going to be singing Kumbaya with them
Mhm.
and wanting Dart. And I think the whole Mike T that he would trade Dart, this and that, I think it's nonsense. I think Jackson Dart is going to be a really good quarterback in this league.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, he definitely has the like the good headspace for it, dude. You know?
Yes.
I mean, this season he's proved that, especially with the organization of the Giants. I mean, to remain positive throughout this entire season and to play hard, like you're saying. It's been great. Matthew Ryan, dude. You want to take it? I mean,
what, 90? 'Cause it's been a while.
stand by here. Oh, I got to connect to the Bluetooth. I guess it has been a while for Matthew, and I'm interested to see what he thinks about the Devils right now, how they've been playing. Jack Hughes back. All right, take it easy, Matthew. Hold on.
How you guys doing today?
I'm doing very well. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas.
Happy
New
Year.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, you're
Happy
on.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
What's going on?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Keeping who his name? Keeping
Dart?
Glenn is a mistake. Keeping Glenn is a mistake.
I mean, can I stop you right there though? I mean, aren't the Jets a mistake, Matthew?
If Woody would just pull his head out of his ass and realize that we made mistakes, then we would be better. But no, Woody doesn't pull his head out of his ass. Just like with Zach Wilson and now Aaron Glenn.
Well, yeah.
Same shit every year. Same
You know what it is, Matthew? You're right about everything. But it's at this point, you know, I mean, that's what it's going to be. And you just have to hit on the number 2 pick. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
It's just I called it from the years that we had Zach Wilson. We would be 5 years behind. Look where we are now. 5 years behind.
No.
Amazing.
I from day one, Tony agreed with me too. Zach Wilson, terrible. So funny. That's like a Josh B hanging on to. But anyway,
he didn't have a chance this year.
Yeah, okay.
Should have started. Come on, man.
Anyway, but yeah, Aaron Glenn, one of the worst head coaches I've ever seen. But yeah, they were talking about it. I mean, it's like a Mike Brown and the Bengals did announce that Zach Taylor's coming back. He doesn't want to pay his contract, you know, and fire him and have to pay another coach. That's why. So he's coming back. It was a 5-year contract. These contracts for the coaches are too long. 5 years is not even that long, but when you hire the wrong guy, it is. But yeah, that's the only reason why. But yeah, he's a deer in headlights. He brings nothing to the table.
It's just amazing that the Jets keep making the same mistakes. They bring people that don't know what the fuck they're doing into their positions. Right. I'm sorry. It's just like, you know.
I mean, I guess the only thing you could say, Matthew, is though they have all these first-round picks coming up, and I know, yes, it's what you do with them, but they have the number 2 pick, a bunch of other number 1 picks, so that's right there. So it's like, what can you do with that? I mean, Burrow would be a pipe dream. That would be the best thing to do. But yeah, you just have to hit on the picks. That's it. But yeah, obviously, we know the Jets are the Jets.
If the Jets were smart, they would get like a veteran quarterback that wants to leave the team, like Malik Willis, Joe Burrow, any one of those guys, and offer them bags of cash to be like, look, we can come to the team. And if they really want to be really risky and smart, wait to see if John Harbaugh gets fired and be like, look, here is $20 million. Do whatever.
I don't know. I think John Harbaugh, even though he's not that old, I think he's getting a little long in the tooth. And he almost reminds me of like Kirk Ferentz at Iowa, where it's like you're going to the Music City Bowl, you're averaging 10 points a game, and you're coming nowhere close to winning a championship. So I'm not all – give me Kevin Stefanski over John Harbaugh any day of the week.
It's just amazing, like how inept these teams are. This team has been inept for like –
But like I said, we got the draft picks. It does seem like the GM, despite being inexperienced, made some good trades. So I like that we have the picks. That's the one thing I will say. And I think being at number 2, you're assuming Dante Moore will come out. At least that's a guy you can take. And it's like, listen, it's a Jets, you're fucking up, this and that. But you're going to have a guy to at least try. You're going to try something. So it's better than putting Brady Cook out there. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I just don't. I want Fernando Mendoza if we're drafting quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we'll see what happens with the combine, but it seems like he's a sure thing to go to Vegas. But I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, I guess so.
I really don't like Dante Moore. I don't know why. I just don't like him.
I mean, I like him better
He's
than,
okay.
than Brady Cook. I mean, let's see what the combine looks like.
Yeah,
Too.
anything's better than Brady Cook.
Yeah. So
My
let's-
90-year-old a 90-year-old is better than Brady Cook.
let's see what happens. But before we move along
And
here,
the Devils the Devils just suck right now.
yeah, Devils suck, but at least you got Don LaGreca. And yeah, when the Rangers play them, which they haven't played them yet,
Mhm.
I think it's going to be a season sweep
Was it
of
April?
the
I think?
Devils,
It's like late
probably coming off that Winter Classic win
It's
in April.
in April. But
what about the Mets? I wanted to ask Tony.
see, that's
Yeah.
where we kind of have to,
What do you want? What do you want to know? What do you want to hear?
Tony
What do you got?
Stearns is a chief.
Nothing's happened
He's
yet.
Cashman Jr.
He hasn't gotten
We
anybody.
know. We know. Well, he has. I mean, Williams, Polanco.
you know,
no,
but I
I'm
just
saying,
wanna
but
know
those
what you
are
think about-
signings, dude. They're signings.
I
Do
wanna know what
something. As long as you do something. What do you? Sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
I wanna
Go
know what
ahead.
I want to know what you think about him trading all the way the Pistol Pete,
Pistol Pete.
all those
Um,
vaunted players.
No, yeah,
Or letting
definitely.
him walk.
I mean, listen, I think Pete Alonso, I mean, as of right now, you think that that's a mistake. I think that it's a mistake. Letting Diaz go, I think, is also a mistake. Obviously, it does seem like that also they offered Stearns or they offered Diaz money or at least to like match any deals. Seemed like Diaz wanted to walk. So what are you going to do there, I suppose? I think letting Alonso go to Baltimore is going to be a big problem. You have a giant hole at first base. You have a giant hole in the lineup now, obviously, as well. And a Polanco and a Williams and even a Weaver aren't really filling the holes that you've kind of left on your roster here. So as far as I'm concerned, what? I'm not even done speaking yet, Matthew. As far as I'm concerned, it's been pretty much a dumpster fire until he signs big players, which I mean, there are bigger players on the board here, but we'll see what he does.
But it doesn't seem like he's going to sign any of them.
Doesn't really seem like he's going to sign any of them.
Doesn't seem like the Yankees are going to sign any of them other than maybe re-signing Bellinger, probably, I'm guessing, and then trading for Peralta.
Well,
or Cabrera.
I'm just surprised that they let Luke Weaver go, though, with the Yankees. But,
I mean, he was
obvious.
so bad down the stretch. But I will say, even though the salary's a little high, I will not be surprised if Luke Weaver reverts to form this year.
Mhm.
I think he's going to be good. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up closing instead of Williams.
No, literally, I think that's going to be the best signing of the offseason. It is as of right now. It
Yes,
seems,
right
anyway.
now.
Right now.
I'm surprised.
I'm not
I'm
surprised.
just surprised Devin Williams even got a market value after last year. I'm surprised.
Yeah, well, Stearns has a hard on for his Milwaukee guys.
I
That's
guess
what it
so.
is. So
You know-
Freddie Peralta probably coming to town as well.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably
but-
not.
Milwaukee,
dude.
the Milwaukee Mets. That's what they're
Milwaukee
named.
Mets.
Milwaukee Mets.
All right.
But that's probably it. Super Bowl winner. Go.
Super Bowl winner, go. What do you got?
Okay, it's going to be the Broncos.
Wow. Okay. All right. Good pick.
Interesting.
Good pick. I like
Interesting.
that.
All right. We'll
Go
see,
Knicks.
Matthew.
Go
Thanks for
Knicks.
calling.
Bye.
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 Bye. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Um,
What do you got? Cable? Come on,
mean,
man.
it's just
It's a Monday. There it is. Oh, I see. It's in the wheel, dude. Maybe I think just take the wheels off of that chair.
where the court is frayed.
Oh my god, the Ninja Turtle.
But go to the facetious Josh B comment for a second.
Oh, is it it's facetious? Yes. And then let's see. He says, "Wow, I finally agree with this guy, Matthew Ryan, in terms of the Jets. I'm sure is what he means by that." And he goes, "Barnes, you're never wrong either." LMAO.
What I would say is I've talked about myself
Mhm.
being wrong many times, and it just feels like Josh. Hey, I can't say the same for you. And then I was
Wow.
texting him over the weekend, and he won't admit it again, but he does get a kick no matter what I say, contesting it. And listen, it's all in good fun. That's fine, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't get a kick out of it. That's all I would say. And I guess he's saying it's all love, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't get a kick either. Anyway, we already talked about this. Falcons 1917, Morris, Fountain gone. We'll see what they do with Kirk, Penix. Pitt's a free agent, could tag him and bag him. But it does seem like it's an attractive job. So we'll see who the Falcons bring in. We talked about Matty Ice as well.
Mhm.
Brighter future, Saints or Falcons?
Well, that's a good question. I guess Falcons, right? better roster right
Seems
now.
like it, but I think Kellen Moore
Yeah.
got his head on his shoulders.
Mhm.
Shuck
Shuck looks good.
played well.
Past
So
few
I think
weeks.
that's the biggest question is who is going to be the Falcons quarterback? And the Falcons have been the epitome of mediocrity, almost mirroring Jason Garrett with the Cowboys.
Mhm.
Last 5 years, 7-10, 7-10, 7-10, 8-9, 8-9.
Who do you think will be better next season or has a better future?
I think the Falcons would have to get the hire right. If it's a mediocre hire, I would say the Saints because
Mike McCarthy.
I mean, I think McCarthy would be good, but also the quarterback too. The quarterback. Let me know who the quarterback is, then we can make that determination. But I think the Saints are going places. Honestly, I do. I like Kellen Moore, and like I said, it looks like Shuck, maybe a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, no, I like that, and like you said, I think Moore can help develop him.
Yes.
What is the deal with the Falcons QB position? I mean, is it
Well, I think that
totally
the
up
plan
for
is
grabs right now,
Penix,
or-
but I think what does Matt Ryan want to do, and who's the coach? What does he want to do? Ernie mentions about me flipping a new leaf, but also the Belichick, who Blank was all set to hire last time.
Mhm.
Kraft told him no. Maybe he brings him in. To me, that seems a little too late. I mean, you want to talk about long in the tooth. But I wouldn't be surprised because I think Blank is desperate to win.
He's got some
He's
life in
getting
him
long
yet.
in the tooth himself. So, right? I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Bill looks like he's got some life in him, right?
Yeah, I mean, but come on. I mean, there's a difference between, on the side and, come on. Enough. Anyway, so we'll see. A lot of questions for those teams. Browns, walk-off field goal, 20-18 over the Bengals. Garrett sets the sack record.
Stopping the game. People were tight.
But listen, I mean, Myles Garrett, legend. I mean, probably deserves to win the MVP. Won't, but we'll get Defensive Player of the Year. And then the Browns firing Stefanski, keeping Andrew Berry, the GM, I believe. Yes. And then the Bengals keeping their GM and head coach Zach Taylor. Obviously, it's a lot of questions for both of these teams. I mean, the Browns, who's going to be a quarterback? The Bengals, how do you kind of smooth things over with Joe Burrow?
That's right.
How do you rebuild this defense? So a lot of talent for the Bengals. Browns, maybe not as much. Didn't feel like Shador was the answer.
No.
So I mean, it's going to be interesting. But you would think 3 years in a row, no playoffs for the Bengals. I mean, they have to just kill the offseason. I mean, there's no other choice here.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at some connections of Chase and Burrow yesterday, and you're kind of thinking on what could have been this entire season. And it is it's a massive waste of talent, it seems, over there for Cincinnati. So you want to definitely retool offensive line, defense, some of your coaching staff at least. I don't really see Burrow going anywhere, though. I mean,
you wouldn't think. I mean, the owner.
wouldn't.
I mean, even when Carson Palmer was sitting out, he didn't want to trade him before he ultimately dealt him to the Raiders. So yeah, I would just think a lot of defensive changes. Maybe they can out Golden. We'll see. And then the Browns job too. I mean, that's kind of like murky. Like who wants that? Who's the quarterback going to be? Doesn't feel like that quarterback's on the roster. Watson will be back. Cap situation. So we'll see. Packers are already in the playoffs, so they started Clayton Tune. The Vikings won I think their fifth straight, if I'm not mistaken. They finished 9-8, but McCarthy, kind of the same questions linger. Only 182 yards. Jefferson gets us 1,000. O'Connell, I mean, you would imagine is safe here. But that's an interesting one. Like what to do there. McCarthy hasn't even had a full season of starts yet. But I think at the very least, you got to bring in a better backup quarterback than Carson Wentz, Tony, right?
Yeah. No, at the very least. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to call it too soon here, but from what I've seen from JJ McCarthy, it has not been anything that's been
great.
Outstanding. Yeah. At least great. So I don't know, man. I feel like maybe it's a move on from him.
Yeah.
I would imagine that the people in Minnesota tight.
Oh, the fans.
Not a lot of leash here.
No.
Darnold, first week bye.
Yeah.
Not a great look. So
we'll see what he does in the playoffs, though. It could be one and done.
No, of course, but still, I mean, I'm saying right now, if you're a Minnesota fan, right now, dude. But if you're, if you're the GM of Minnesota right now, are you gonna keep,
bring Cousins back,
starting McCarthy week 1?
No, I just think you're bringing a competition. That's it. So,
do you want to start McCarthy week 1?
Well, I mean, it's just like you invested draft capital in him. His His value's low to trade him. So I just think he has to earn the job. That's it. You would like to start him, but he has to earn it. That's answering the question.
You're like 2 feet in the door as a GM right now with these answers. Like, I feel like you're at the podium right now.
No, I'm saying you want to start him because it's your first round pick. You want to grow with him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're not going to just hand him the job. I mean, that's answering the question, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
It is answering.
Do you think he could be? Do you think he has a talent?
I
don't want to hear, he's my first round draft pick.
It seems like he doesn't. But like I said, he hasn't started a foot, so he's going to get a chance. So competition.
Has a chance.
Maybe Daniel Jones comes back. Who
Zach
knows?
Wilson?
Okay, dude. Anyway, so the Packers, the 7 seed, they're gonna play the Bears in Chicago. That should be a good one. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll talk about the playoff matchups. Not much needed here, but the Jags wrap up the AFC South 3rd seed. And they're gonna host the Bills. They're 2-0 in their franchise history against the Bills in the playoffs. Last time was the Bortles Tyrod Taylor game. But Trevor Lawrence really completed a comeback year. Liam Cohen right up there for Coach of the Year. And this defense has played well all season. I know it was a Titan 7 points, but I mean, overall thoughts on Duval?
I mean, you got to tip your hat, right?
Yeah.
I mean, finishing the season out at 13-4. Obviously Trevor Lawrence is looking like one of the better quarterbacks in the league right now, which is pretty crazy. And it seems like they're hitting into the right time. It really is crazy. I feel like week 5 we were writing this team off, man.
Yeah.
But here they are. So
Coach always makes fun of me that I said like there was like a short, like they were playing the Chiefs winning that football, when they ended up beating the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And I just said something like, Jacksonville frauds.
Yeah.
Like, no way they're beating the Chiefs. He always has to bring that up.
Classic. Dude.
What do you think Ernie meant? Downplay the record because of 17 games?
Downplayed the record because of 17.
I know we were
games.
talking about like the Falcons and stuff, but I don't know I'm not sure, right? What he meant?
Yeah, I don't know what he means.
I'm sure he'll tell us.
Yeah.
And then your mother asking about the 25th.
Hi, fellas.
What stuff? What stuff are we talking about? Personal bag?
Just some of my Christmas gifts that didn't fit, classic. Had to send them back at the new size.
Maybe a little too much cheesecake.
A little too much cheesecake, the pecan pie, pending.
Peronis.
Oh man. But
and
yeah.
Hello, by the way.
Hello, Mom. She just say hi, Brian.
Yes. 9.
I think I can come home for 25th is a Sunday, I think. Yep.
Bernie from Curie.
Oh, and he meant about the Garrett Satt.
Brother's birthday, 26, dude.
26.
And yes, I would downplay the sack record because of the 17 games.
And I think Ernie's saying the same thing.
Yeah.
You're
live.
What's up, Ernie?
What's going on, guys? How's everything going with you guys?
Good, man. Here we are. Playoff time. Let's go.
I haven't called in a while, so wanted to stop by. I was talking about the sack record. I didn't like that people were downplaying it because 17 games. Like, a record is a record. I don't care about the extra game.
Yeah, no. We've seen that in other sports. I think it was was it with
Aaron Judge. They did it with Aaron Judge too.
Aaron Judge, but then I thought it was Maris too. I think Maris originally because Ruth had played less.
Yeah,
games.
originally because of the Maris. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think it's just one of those things. Yeah. I mean, obviously you could point to that, whatever, but we know Myles Garrett is an absolute legend, maybe the best sack artist we've ever seen, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's up there.
I wouldn't go that far. He's up there. Yeah, he's up there. I wouldn't say the best.
Who do you think is the best, though?
The lists.
Reggie.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see Reggie play one game, so I know. I just
Lawrence Taylor. You can't really say much unless you say Lawrence Taylor.
But what if? I would argue with the Lawrence Taylor if Myles Garrett was allowed to coke before the game. I mean, do you think he would have a couple more sacks? Or?
That's a good question. Very good question.
I do agree. I've always said that, like, because it's funny. I won't say, but the same people who downplay Barry Bonds,
right,
because of steroid use,
right,
will uplift Lawrence Taylor, completely take away the point that he was doing 8 balls before the game.
Yeah.
So it's always the list. Just
the list, dude.
The monogamy of the list.
How you feeling about this Bears game?
Confident. I was saying this earlier in the chat. I was talking to Josh, I think it was, and for me personally, I felt like these last 2 weeks were kind of like preseason for us. We locked up the playoff spot. We already knew we were going in as a wild card. Half of our team made it with injuries, so I was perfectly fine with resting the last 2 weeks. Don't give a fuck if we win or lose. Just get everybody healthy because we own the Bears. Like I said, we lost to them this year because Love got hurt that game. If you really think about it, we beat them the first time we played them, and we almost beat them with Malik. So it's like I'm confident in going into Chicago and taking care of business with a healthy Love, with a healthy Watson, with a healthy Reed. It's like these are all the guys that we're gonna have first drive in the playoffs. I'm confident in my team without Micah. Still, I'm still confident. It's just all healthy. They got to play. At the end of the day, but being 2 weeks take off, I felt like it's preseason. I've been waiting for week 1 of the playoffs. Like, let's go. Now it's time to go.
I think the defense is going to be there. I think it's going to be a close game, and I think the key is, obviously everything's important, but just Jordan Love playing up to his ability. And then who knows what could happen. And I'm sure you would love, because there's a lot of history there, but with the win, the Packers would go to Seattle. There's been a lot of epic Packer Seahawk playoff games in the past.
Look, if you ask me if how I feel about having to go through Caleb Williams and Sam Darnold.
Well,
look, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to be like, I'm not worried. They're two good teams at the end of the day. You can't be ignorant to the fact. But at the same time, it's like, I don't trust Sam Darnold to take his team to an NFC Championship game. I don't trust the Bears.
Right.
I like the path that we have. It's like when Aaron Rodgers. I keep bringing this shit up because you know what? Sometimes shit like this happens in sports. When Aaron Rodgers won it all, he went in with a team that was decimated with injury. He came in through the wild card. He had a favorable matchup in the round leading up to the Super Bowl. I don't see why the same thing can't happen. And being the fact that there's no powerhouse in the NFC right now, there's no powerhouse in the league. There's no team that you could just outright say, yeah, they're going to beat everybody. Everybody has some type of flaw. If the teams that have a great defense, they don't have a strong offense. The teams that have a strong offense do not have a good defense. So it's like you're going to really have to I think this year comes down to matchups. It's going to come down to who plays who, where the games are being played, and things like that. But I'm confident in not just being a fan, just looking at the path that we have to go through. I'm A-okay with thinking that things could pan out in our favor.
Yeah. No, the opportunity is there, and I think it's more wide open, than ever. So I can't wait for the playoffs. It's gonna be great. Now, if you had to, who do you like out of the AFC?
I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I really like the Patriots.
Okay. The Patriots have had a great year.
They really have. They look like the more consistent team in the AFC. The Steelers. Yeah, obviously the Steelers are there. There is the. I just feel like the Patriots right now are on their projection, their trajectory just looks a lot better than everybody else. Like they look like the more well-rounded team leading into the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they're better than Denver. Yeah.
Yes, I do think they're better than Denver. And just Vrabel himself, like Vrabel seems to take trash teams and make them somewhat relevant. So it's just like I really do see them making a push, and I don't think I don't believe in Knicks. I do not believe in Bo Knicks, because that would be the only two teams, in my opinion, out of the AFC that can have a shot to make it. And I don't believe in Bo Nix, but I do believe in the Patriots overall.
Yeah. No, the body of work is crazy, what they've done this year. I think that's still going to be a good game, though, against the Chargers, because, Harbaugh is going to have them ready to play, but we haven't really seen Justin Herbert, deliver. I don't think – he hasn't won a playoff game. I think he's 0-2. So obviously it's Drake May's first playoff game.
Mhm.
And then that's a tough spot going in that cold weather. But I can't wait for these games. And it's kind of nice too, because usually I'm on vacation during the wild card and divisional game. So I usually can't see him. But that triple header on Sunday is gonna be great.
Cause like Houston has a solid defense, and you can sit there and be like, yeah, you know, who's going to score on Houston? But I really don't trust the offense. I just don't trust their offensive scheme to. And we all know, yes, I'll be the first to say, because we've had an entire weekend of a conversation about defenses matter when it comes to championships, because we were breaking down how average Eli is.
Right.
You know. Yes, defense wins championships, but you need that quarterback to have that moment to put the game away, to that drive, and I just don't see Houston having it. I don't see Bo Nix doing it. I see Drake May doing it.
Yeah.
I definitely see that. You know, I want to believe in Buffalo, but it's Buffalo, so it's like you kind of like gotta show me in order to believe it.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, Jacksonville's been a way better team this year. And yeah, the Steelers, it's interesting. I feel like a lot of people, because everyone is in love with the Texans and their defense, and understandably so, the run they've had. But I think it is tough to go to Pittsburgh on the road in the playoff game. I just don't think that's easy. And I just feel like, even though like their defense really hasn't been good this year, like I just feel like we saw them like come to life last night, the energy. So I think that's going to be a tough matchup.
Hey, I told my dad this because he's a diehard Steelers fan. We was talking about the games over the weekend, and I was like, "Look, I feel bad. I'm gonna say I'm sorry now. I'm gonna say I apologize now. But you know, I see what's happening, because I've seen it happen time and time again, and I don't believe in Aaron Rodgers. I stopped believing in Aaron Rodgers after that Seattle game for the Packers. I really just I don't see him closing games out anymore. He has come up short so many times in moments where you need him to be Aaron Rodgers. So I just I don't think that all of a sudden at 42 years old he figures it out. That's my stance on the Steelers, and their defense isn't strong enough to stop somebody from putting up 28, 35 in a playoff game, and I don't think Aaron Rodgers gets you there. So, you know.
Yeah, I think they could beat the Texans, though. I'm not saying I think they're gonna make the Super Bowl, but I think they could.
But that's why, like, when you look at the way it's gonna match up, like, yeah, they're gonna be Houston, but then I believe they lose in the next round, no matter who they play.
Yeah, because it's gonna be either the Patriots or the Broncos.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I definitely enjoyed that. We were gonna talk about that in a second. The game last night, but. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm excited for these games, and we'll see what happens, Ernie. But thanks for calling in as always.
No doubt. And last thing before I go,
yes,
it's not that strong of a take to think that the Jets will win a playoff game before the Yankees will win a World Series. Because right now I heard that through the rumors, we are looking to sign Dottie Henson, her sister, as a pitcher, and possibly have Jimmy Dugan replace Aaron Boone. So, you know, that's what's in the rumor mill for the Yankees so far. So it's not that hard of a take to think that the Jets can pull something off. All right.
That's funny.
All right, Ernie. All right. Yeah, no, I mean, that's sorry. I can't get there. Like, it's like, listen, the offseason, all the issues, Boone, but come on. The Jets are the Jets. Playoffs. We get it. Anyway, but let's move along here. Great call from Ernie. Other than that
As
part
always.
at the end, that was a little the Jets. But the Texans, win again from 0-3 to 12-5, so they go 12-2 down the stretch here. 38-30 over the Colts. The Colts, first team ever to finish under 500 after starting 7-1. Riley Leonard actually played pretty well. And then we talked about the Texans matched up in Pittsburgh against the Steelers. That defense, everybody's in love with, but they did just give up 30 to the Colts, but they've been rolling. What are your thoughts on this Texans team, Tony? Because, I mean, a lot of people just say, I mean, it's just a nightmare matchup to go against them in the playoffs, but they're going to be on the road. And like I said, I mean, they did just give up 30 points to Riley Leonard.
Yeah, no, I mean, Riley Leonard did look pretty good.
83.8 quarterback rating.
Yeah, no, I mean, he looked really good. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like Texans. I mean, I feel like their defense is normally performed better, though, right?
This was just a bad game, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I feel like it is just a bad game.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like coming to playoff time. Sorry, camera kind of lost focus here. But come playoff time, I think they'll be more buttoned up.
Yeah.
Right.
You think they'll close game in Pittsburgh, or what do you think?
What the hell, man? Close game. Yes, I do. I do think so. I mean, I think the Steelers with Watt back, healthy,
Hayward,
the
brothers,
Hayward brothers, dude, the big boys.
Yeah.
And then plus you got DK back. I mean, it's going to be a battle, no doubt.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see how Rodgers can perform, to be honest, because I don't know, man. Like watching some of the plays, obviously the guy can still swing the ball.
Fourth quarter, I mean, he played like an animal.
Unbelievable. But still, there was some like push come to shove plays where he needed to run and he didn't.
But then he did.
But
after he didn't. Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, if it comes down to that and he's hesitating, I mean, that's gonna be a problem, I feel, right?
Yes.
So,
it's a tough matchup, nevertheless. But I'm interested to watch that. Colts go 8-9, like I said, miss the playoffs, but Steichen and the GM Chris Ballard are gonna be back. So gonna be interesting to see what do they do at quarterback. Obviously, Philip Rivers retired. Leonard, though, showing a little promise, so I'm sure he'll be on the roster at least as a 7th round pick. What do they do with Anthony Richardson? So questions to be answered, but again, almost similar to the Falcons, where there's talent on that team. Where there isn't talent on the team is the Jets. They lose 35-8 to the Bills, but secure that number 2 overall pick. But it was funny. Dave was saying, like, if you weren't watching this game, you would have thought Josh Allen was playing, but Trubisky almost flawless, almost looked like he could be a starting quarterback next year. But again, it's the Jets. But the Bills matched up with Jacksonville, like I said, twice. In NFL history, we've seen that matchup. Both times Jacksonville won. Jacksonville has been the better team this year. But is it irresponsible of me, Tony, to kind of ignore the defensive woes for Buffalo and just think that because they have Josh Allen, because he's had so many opportunities in the past, that they could easily win that game in Jacksonville?
Easily? I don't know.
No, not win it easily, but just easily get a win. You know what I mean? Not like win it 30-3, but just that they're right there to win it. Like they have a good chance to win.
I think they are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the name of the game is Josh Allen when it comes to Buffalo. That's how they always won games, was on the shoulders and the back of him. And he's shown you more than once this season that even with arguably having the worst team, right, of his career going into this playoff.
Right.
He can still
won 12 games.
Yeah, he can still put the team on his back, win those games. So yeah, dude, I don't think it's a problem at all to think they can beat Jacksonville.
We already really talked about the Jets, but like I said, I like having the number 2 pick. I think you could do something with it. So let's see what happens. But obviously, it's inept keeping Glenn. We know all that already.
Inept.
And it's interesting. What will the Lions do? I still think they keep Dan Campbell, make some coordinator changes. We'll see, but they win 19-16, snap a 3-game losing streak. Finished 9-8. The Bears 11-6, 2 seed, and will host the Packers like we talked about. What do you think about the Lions moving forward? Do you think there's going to be much changes there? I mean, you look at all the numbers offensively, obviously defensively disaster, but offensively, they were pretty stout. I mean, what do you think about the Lions going forward here?
A new DC and a new OC, right?
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, I don't think Campbell should be the offensive coordinator.
I guess, right? I mean, because again, it's another team here that has so much talent on the roster. I mean, injuries this, injuries that. I mean, it seemed like scheme was the problem, right? You did have the, classic like 3-pick game by Goff every so often, but I mean, that happens in his career. I feel like every season he's had one where he just looks so bad. So, I don't know. I wouldn't think many personnel changes around there.
I mean, defensively, I would add some guys. I know they had injuries.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, because I think there are people that question, Goff, like, is he really the guy? But
I think he is.
I think he is but the defense needs to be better.
And then also, like, if you want to argue that he's not, show me someone who you can move on to.
Right.
who put you in a better position.
I mean, I think any team would be happy to have Jared Goff if they don't already have their franchise quarterback. So
yeah, definitely.
We'll see. And like we said, Bears hosting the Packers. The Broncos beat the Trey Lance led Chargers 19-3. Get that number 1 seed. So they're gonna have a bye. Kind of been an interesting year at times. Not a ton of offense, pretty good defense, but also had some games where they did end up surrendering some points, but always figured out a way to win. Obviously, this game was a little different with the Chargers kind of settling for that 7 seed. How do you feel about Denver, Tony, being the number 1 seed in the AFC?
Who said they wanted in the Super Bowl? Was that Matthew Ryan said that today, right?
Yeah,
I don't think it's a bad take.
it's not great. No, I mean, I know they're the number 1 seed.
I mean, they're number 1 seed, and then
I'm going to say there's no way that they even make the Super Bowl. No chance. 0.
no chance.
Dead 0 as the number 1 seed. Dead 0. Carbon neutral.
So what if they're gonna play let's say they play the Steelers?
They would play either the
It'd
Chargers.
be the lowest remaining seed, no?
Yeah, I mean, chalk wise, it would be Texans.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, chalk wise would be Texans,
but it could be. It would be any of the 4 through 16, 7 teams.
Right? No, yeah, I understand that. But again, it would assuming the Patriots would win, assuming the Bills would win.
Well, assuming the Bills would win, they would play the Bills.
Oh, that's right. Wow, Bills are the 6th seed.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think so. I know, great year, 14 wins, but I don't know. But the only thing I will say, Denver is not an easy place to play.
No, it is not. Boy, that's interesting if it's Broncos Bills.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that the Broncos have a better team all around than the Bills do?
Yes.
Better coach?
Better coach, yes, but Bills, what do they have better?
Josh Allen?
Yeah. So we'll see. But
that'd be a crazy
yeah.
game. That would be a sick game.
And I think the Chargers have more of a I still think Patriots, if I had to, gun to head, walking the plank, yes, I think the Patriots will be the Chargers, but I will not be surprised if the Chargers win. That's all I would say. Chargers are still a good team.
I'd be very surprised.
But I'm saying they're not chopped liver, you know what I mean?
Well, no.
They're not, so that's all I would say there. The Raiders, before the game, found out they got the number 1 pick, so they were able to win. It did not matter, so they beat the Chiefs just for good time's sake. So Chiefs fall to 6-11. I think they're picking 9th, if I'm not mistaken.
There we go.
9. But interesting, the Raiders, number 1 pick, they're assuming Mendoza. And you're hearing some mixed things, but it does feel like Carroll's gonna be showing the door. Tommy a little tight. So if that's the case, I know the Raiders, dysfunction, turnover. But I think having the number 1 pick, having Genty, having Bowers, hopefully having Max Crosby, I mean, not like besides like the dysfunction of the organization in general, just personnel-wise, I mean, and then having that number 1 pick, I mean, not like the most unattractive job in the world if it is open, right? I mean,
yeah.
Because, I mean, just number 1 pick, Bowers is unbelievable. I think Genty with a good offense line will be great. And then Max Crosby's an assassin, so.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
It's just Mark Davis, the bowl cut.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to get around. I mean, you think of, they had Pete Carroll this year, and it's like they had all those guys you're talking about. But, I mean, Geno wasn't the reason why this team was 3-14.
I think pretty big reason.
I mean, obviously all the picks.
Yes.
Yeah, bad.
But bad defense, of course.
Bad a lot of things here. So I would be interested to hear from, coaches that are interested in that job. I mean, I guess like you say, there is a lot of young talent there, good draft pick here. So you think is Carroll retiring?
He probably doesn't want to, but I don't think anyone's hiring at this point. Maybe he could get a college job if he wants to. Why does he want to do that?
USC?
Yeah, but no, not USC, but still.
Well, that's where he coached, though.
That is where he coached, but I'm saying the job's not open. They have the number 1 recruiting class in the country next year. Lincoln Riley on the hot seat, though, has to perform, but has number 1 class.
Interesting.
So we'll see what they decide to do. Chiefs, interesting spot for them. Kelsey looks like he's going to retire. But having that top pick, something they haven't had in a while. Maybe they even trade down to get more picks, kind of really retool this roster. But I think they're going to bring in some playmakers for Patrick Mahomes and get back to where they need to be. Rams all over the cards, 37-20, but still the 6th seed, despite a 12-5 record in the NFC. A lot of people all year thought they were the best team in the league. Like we, talk about difficult places to play. in
tight division
in Philadelphia, tight division, but in Philly. But as of now, what am I talking about? I don't know why I was thinking they're in Philly. They're playing the Panthers into the 5 seed. Jeez, excuse me.
Sorry.
See, sometimes I am wrong, Josh. Anyway,
wow.
I mean, do you think soft landing spot despite the regular season loss to Carolina or no?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know how much. I mean, I guess they'd rather have the be the top seed and get that first week bye. But I mean,
they could win anywhere.
I think they could win anywhere. I think they are one of the best teams in the league. I think they've shown you that. And they got a great coach. I mean, McVay's awesome. Stafford is great. Obviously, Puka Nacua. I mean, Kyron Williams has been good too. I mean,
Blake Corum.
I mean, what a tandem, So
Adams will be back for the playoffs.
I mean, that's exactly what you want to hear. And I mean, the Panthers, personnel wise, coaching wise, I don't think can really hold a candle here. I know you're thinking regular season, but I don't know. I mean, maybe we should take a deeper dive into that game. Do you remember that game at all?
The Rams and who?
Panthers, right?
Oh yeah, no, I remember it was just like the Panthers kept scoring, and Stafford hadn't thrown a pick in like the longest time I ever had 2 picks in like 5 plays. Tight game. But it was the interceptions. That's it.
Yeah,
but
those picks.
I'm not worried about it. I think they roll, honestly.
I think so too.
And it's interesting, even though they're wild card teams, I still think in the NFC, Rams and the Niners are the best teams in the league, but in the conference. But we'll see. Cards, you'd expect Gam to go. I'll probably get a DC job. Murray probably done with the Cards. We'll see. Brissett, what do they do? So a lot of questions there in Glendale. Patriots roll 38-10. Some conversation about how the Dolphins turn it around second half, that maybe McDaniel stays. I still think he goes. But it's like, what do they do with Tua? So a lot of questions there. And then, we talked about Patriots Chargers already. Commanders finished 5-12 after making the NFC title game last year, coincidentally enough, against the Eagles, who they are able to beat here. But you would think Quinn back, rebuilding, around Jaden Daniels, get that defense right. And the Eagles, what do you make of the Eagles? Just such an up and down season. It seems like the talent is there, decent defense. And then, like I've said, it does feel like it's a tough place to play, but it's just like I feel like it's very odd, like going into the playoffs, defending Super Bowl champ. We don't know what version of the team we're going to see.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, if you had to put your dollar on it, are you thinking Niners?
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Not easy, tight game. I would say Niners, almost similar to the Eagles Rams game last year. I know the Eagles ended up winning that, but that type of game.
Yeah, no, that was a great game.
So we'll see. And then the game of the day,
Easily.
Rodgers, Collinsworth, the Steelers, champions of the North again, 26-24, the missed extra point, the announcers jinx, the loop field goal. I mean, what did you make of this one?
Dude, it was total anarchy at the end there, I feel.
27 points in the fourth.
Which is ridiculous. I know. I mean, this game was so slow the first half.
Yeah.
It was, obviously not a lot of offense, a lot of defense. A lot of incomplete passes there. Mark Andrews getting tight. Rodgers looking angry. Looking like he's going for the ayahuasca. Maybe he did second half. Who knows during halftime? But no, yeah. I mean, you can't get a better ending than what you got really last night. I mean, even talk about the jinx, dude. They were jinxing Boswell, dude.
Right.
Hasn't missed an extra point since 23.
I swear to God,
dude.
I know it's like, oh, sure. But before he kicked the extra point, I was surprised that Tirico didn't say, "Oh, this is a big extra point here."
Yeah.
I was thinking that, and then
unbelievable, dude. I don't know what it was. Both those kicks went wide right too. I don't know.
They said there was no wind.
No wind.
Maybe wet field.
I would imagine for Loop it was all nerves.
Yes,
it must have been, dude.
Boswell probably just a bad.
Boswell's just that's what they were saying, I guess, But still, I mean, regardless, I mean, oh boy, I'm sure what a weight off Boswell's shoulders. Jesus.
Yes.
Oh man. But no, I mean, it was a great game, obviously. And I guess you could say Steelers did at the end of the day deserve to win this game as well. Even though they kind of did hand it to the Ravens a little bit. I mean, like, what were you doing there with the kick return, letting him run for like 40 yards? And I just feel like their defense in that fourth quarter was really bad, dude.
But after like started off kind of weak first quarter, but then it felt like second and third quarter was pretty stout. Defense. Cam Hayward batting down passes, right?
But no, there was quite a few bad calls, I feel, as well. But in any case, I think the defense is a bit more buttoned up. I mean, again, the Ravens Zay Flowers open down the middle of the field twice, back to back. Like, how do you have that happen?
Right.
You know,
no, I think two of the worst secondaries in the league.
Yeah.
But I will say, despite having a better roster, I thought as the season went on that the Steelers were just a better team. The Ravens had so many chances this year, and just time and time again did not step up to the occasion. There were some games this year that were actually impressive wins for the Steelers. I really didn't get that feeling with the Ravens this year. I thought they were a mess from the start. And I just think, like I said, Harbaugh, it reminds me of Kirk Ferentz at Iowa. It just seems like it's time for a change. And I don't think him and Lamar are really on the same page either, right?
It's so tough to figure that out because I feel like they never look like they are.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've been together for so long. But again, I mean, obviously the product on the field has suffered. So
right.
Would you want to move on from Lamar?
No,
keep Lamar.
Even though, there's some things there. But again, when you talk about like who you're replacing with this and that, I'd like to see just Lamar with a different coach. Like John Harbaugh is a special teams coach. Todd Monken is the OC. Okay. But I would love to see him. And I know it's not going to be Ben Johnson, but just some type of offensive mind like that. I'd like to see that. And I'd like to see this Ravens defense rebuilt. I thought they were a shell of themselves, embarrassing this year. Because if their offense is going, but then you have that vaunted Baltimore defense that we usually see, then I think that's why it's like you can win with that. But I just think Harbaugh has shown you he can only take you so far. So that would be my vote.
Do you think Lamar has enough weapons around him offensively?
I mean, I think Zay Flowers is
great.
Good.
Yeah.
I think likely Andrews, that's fine at tight end. But I mean, you could add another receiver.
Right.
I mean, Derrick Henry. I mean, how about that? 1,500 yards.
Yeah.
Will he be back though? He's a free agent. He's 31. But if I were them, I would bring him back. I would sign him to another 2-year deal.
If I were him, I would go back.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. But it was just kind of good, like, because this could have been the end of Rodgers' career. Good to see him get one more go in the playoffs. Same thing with Adam Thielen. That was a storyline last night.
Yeah, that was very nice.
And then, like I said, I mean, I think they have a pretty good chance to beat the Texans and just Pittsburgh playoffs. That field, it feels like that's where playoff games are meant to be played. There, an iconic venue like that.
No, you're all about where they should be played,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Chargers, like, is that? Yeah. Oh, gotta go there, right? I mean, come on. Texans, NRG Stadium. Anybody?
Carolina.
Yeah, dude. So, and then one more time before we move on here. Obviously the bracket is set. So we get started on Saturday. The first game between the Panthers and Rams, 4:30 on Fox. I would think. Fox. So. That will be timely. They only have one game. Okay. Yeah. So Fox at 4:30. And then the night game is Patriots Chargers so that's Collinsworth, Drake May, Mike Vrabel, Jim Harbaugh, all that. So that'll be 8:00. And then the triple header on the
Sunday.
Oh, no. My mistake. Prime Video,
8 p.m.
Yeah, Michael's Herb Street. That'll be on Saturday. And then Sunday, the triple header starting at 1. Jags Bills, followed by the Eagles 49ers. So Jags Bills on CBS. It'll be Nancy Romo, Eagles 49ers. And there is 2 Fox games here. Again, I'm just all over the place here. Sorry. I would imagine that is the timing spot. And then they will have Joe Davis with Greg Olsen on the Panthers and the Rams. Panthers 2, Olsen. That's a storyline. And then all finishes up with Collinsworth, Sunday Night Football, Patriots Chargers. So let's see what happens. I really am so excited for these playoffs, honestly. I'm so excited.
Oh, sorry. Me too.
Because it's like I feel like sometimes like during these regular season games, you feel like you need to bet on the game, but it's always felt like for me, playoffs, you could watch any playoff game. You don't need anything out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's exciting.
Stakes are high. It's like any one of these teams could win at this point. They're all good. And yeah, dude, it's nice too because you don't like not gonna lie, I feel like watching, Red Zone every Sunday and like trying to get, all these games in. Like it's gonna be nice to have standalone games.
Focus
on the game.
The
dude.
drinking.
Every down.
But yeah, good stuff. Let's go. And let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Oh, there it is.
Speed, here he comes. McDavid shoots, top shelf, he scores! Captain with the overtime winner! That's the middle, quick, hit Cameron. It's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping, brink Washington made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Turn, side of the net, between the legs, and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
All right. So Rangers back in action tonight. We'll talk about that in a second. But obviously the big story over the weekend, Friday night, Winter Classic, Miami. The Rangers 6-0 now in outdoor games, 5-1, a dominant victory over the Panthers. And listen, I watched pretty much the whole game. I thought it was great, and I'm sure you saw this, but I mean, just the constant complaining from everybody on social media in Florida. What's the NHL doing? Hating Bettman, should be in Buffalo, should be in Wisconsin, all that nonsense. And it's just like, dude, you're going to rotate where the games are. Yes, every year should they be in Florida? Is that a good idea? No, but this was the first time you did it. And I thought for where it was, I thought they did a great job, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching the game.
Yeah, me too, dude. And again, I mean, listen, doing an outdoor game, I don't know. It's interesting because I really am curious when I hear some of these takes about an outdoor game for hockey.
Breaking news.
Like how much breaking news is there?
We just talked about this. Per Adam Schefter, the Raiders have fired head coach Pete Carroll. We could go down the list of all the coaches they've had over the years, but 3-14, not good enough for Mark Davis and Tom Brady. But like I said, probably an attractive job as they're on the clock with the number 1 pick in the NFL draft, which will be in Pittsburgh.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
They wrote, again, the rotation, the classic.
Rotation.
But yeah, no surprise there. I mean, the writings of the wall, Carroll, the medical stuff. I mean, come on.
Kev do.
Yeah.
Carroll got fired.
And medical, I mean, medical
card. Stuff, dude. Yeah, the medical stuff.
Yeah.
He seems to be in health.
Good health, but I'm saying
jumping up and down the sideline, ripped, definitely. Winter Classic. Yeah, I don't know. I think people don't really. I don't know. Sometimes people who weigh in on that don't really even watch. Like I don't know.
There are some losers on social media, Twitter. Yeah. I mean, it is bad. Everything is a complaint.
Yeah,
we just have to complain. Like, how miserable? How much do you hate your life?
Literally, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like that obstacle of like having the sun in an outdoor game is always going to be there. Like no matter where you are. I mean, they've done it up in Utah and have had problems. Like Utah.
Thank you.
So I think it was cool to see a team like the Panthers, who obviously have been very successful. Hockey in general in Florida has been super successful.
Tampa in Florida, what, the last 5 Eastern Conference champions?
Yeah, dude. About all these cup runs that Florida is going on as well with both these teams. I mean, it's absolutely outstanding. They deserve to have more hockey played down there. And I think that this outdoor game was awesome. I mean, you did hear some complaints about the ice, as you do every outdoor game, mind you.
But it didn't seem that bad.
It didn't really seem that bad. There weren't puddles of I think in Chicago a couple of years ago, they had to stop the game a couple times.
Oh, but it's Chicago, dude. It's cold weather. It's tradition, right? Bettman.
So I really I love the outdoor games for the NHL. I think they kill it every single time. It's a whole new way to watch hockey. Sometimes the camera angle is a little tough, but it brings a whole nuance to that game, and you never know what's going to happen. As per the Rangers here, who are obviously on paper not a better team than the Panthers, not necessarily playing better than them this season at all. They came in and played really well. Mika Zibanejad, first hat trick in the Winter Classic ever.
Yes,
ever.
And him and Artie 8 points combined.
8 points, dude. Combined.
Yeah, good to see Mika back. I was saying this in the chat with JD. It's like when the Rangers were good, it felt like Mika and Panarin were scoring every night. So it's just nice to see that. I mean, I think this speaks to kind of that blind optimism that we've had, saying that even though they're not playing like it, that we feel like the Rangers have the horses here to turn it around. But again, we keep getting back to the same point. It's about following it up. It's about Monday. It's about Thursday.
That's right.
Can you get a 3-game winning streak?
Have to
beat the the Mammoth tonight and the Sabres, who just came off a 10-game streak themselves. Can you beat those teams then and score? Can we have 10 goals the next 2 games? Can you do that?
That'd be nice, dude. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
It does for me kind of feel like that game was a one-off thing, and that they are going to lose
tonight. I'm just asking you. That's basically what you're
I
think the Mammoth aren't right? Or
didn't they lose them already this season?
Did they?
I want to bet on yes.
You want to bet on yes?
What's so funny about that?
I don't know. Just the way the phrase was coined. But yes, Sonny, they did lose to them this season.
Yeah.
Back on November 22nd, 3-2 tight game. Nonsense. Home ice, no ice, home ice. Basically no ice, honestly. But I think they're winning tonight. And let's see here. JT Miller's still a week away.
Yeah.
No one really coming back tonight. And you'd imagine Igor in net. Also, you see where the other outdoor game is this year?
I don't think I did.
Well, let's just say Baker probably will be putting the first puck down.
Raymond James?
Yes.
Stadium?
Yes. So we thought there was complaints. Now,
No
what about
way,
when that game
dude.
happens? Also, they did announce next year's Stadium Series, not the Winter Classic, will be in Big D. So at Jerry World.
Oh, wow.
I think that would be cool.
Okay, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Dallas and
I don't know if they announced the opponent. I don't think they did. But they haven't announced the outdoor game yet for the Winter Classic. Be interested. I don't think it'll be next year, but I was saying this. I think I said it to you, maybe not. But they got to have it at Lambeau one year.
That's right. That would be sick, dude. Wisconsin.
Yes.
The cheeseheads, the beer.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Hopefully they do something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, what is the thought process? So waning confidence against a Mammoth team that's lost 3-4. So of the Rangers, I know. But 19-20, 10-13-2 away. I mean, you really think we can't beat this team, Tony? I don't know. I just think you say this, but then tonight, it's 6:55. The FanDuel app is up. There's a profit boost. You're taking the Rags money line.
No, listen. Yeah, it's maybe even to my fault here. I have still been betting on the Rangers, but I don't know, man. I mean, Dylan Gunther's leading their team in points. I think he had a hat trick last week.
Keller and Crosset, pretty good too.
Yeah, of course. And their tenders have been kind of on the button as well.
Buttoned up, you could say.
Yeah, on the button, buttoned up. Yes, the losing 3 out of 4 or 3 out of 5. Excuse me. Oh, you can say 3 out of 4 as well, or 4 out of 5. Oh yeah, 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5, 3 out of 4,
and 3 out of 4. Oh yeah, it was the fucking Islanders game. That's when Gunther had the hat trick, 7-2 offensive explosion.
Coming off a loss to Nashville.
And it's crazy because you see 4-3 loss, 7-2 win, then the 4-1
But that
loss.
big win in Utah earlier this season, dude, that changes everything.
I don't know, man. I mean, we'll see. Again, I mean, they're a great team. I have not really seen, not a great team. They're a good team. I haven't seen the Rangers put together a good winning streak yet.
But
really,
I think they're doing it. I'm telling you, because I'm not going 1-3 in Ranger games because that's where I went last year. That's not happening. They're winning both of these games. I know tonight has something to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking winning tonight. They're winning Thursday. I don't want to hear it. That's it.
All right. And they're winning.
And I'm going to face a pecan pie after it.
Yeah, that'd be sick, dude. I haven't heard from JD at all today. Where is the pie coming from? Where's the pie?
Yeah. We'll ask him. Do we have the picks updated?
We do, dude.
How do they do?
We both went 2-2.
All right.
How about this, dude? You went 0-2 on the money line, 2-0 on the over.
What do you know?
Dude.
What do you know?
Right? Turning a new leaf, 2026.
And who picked first? Was it?
I think it was me because I had Rangers first.
Right,
I
right.
picked the Rangers Winter Classic. So I kind of, oh my God, now Brian's so excited.
Yeah, 2-2, and I have a chance to take the Rangers tonight. So let's strike up the music. Monday edition of the Frozen Frenzy. And of course, we're starting at Madison Square Garden. The Rangers hosting the Mammoth. Are the Rangers in shambles after that loss in November to the Mammoth? Can they possibly recover? Would it be the comeback story of all time? Yeah, come on. This is easy.
Wow.
5.5 is the total. Minus 105 money line. Ooh, minus 105. You can't take it, right? You're automatically lose. Nonsense. So yeah, and the funny, the under 1.5 is 5.5 is minus 105. Maybe that plays into it. Regardless of that, I think a strong offensive performance. Igor shutout, Tony. Shut out. An Igor shutout. Okay, we said 10 goals, 5 apiece. 5 this game, 5 on Thursday. 5-0 is your final score. How about Mika? Another 2 goals. It's March, but it's January as Mika, 3 points, 2 goals, and an assist. Panarin, another goal as well. Rangers roll. Rangers in the under.
Rangers and the under, Brian. All right, love it. Love it here. Next game, it's interesting because there's not like a lot of games today, obviously, here. Banana. I guess I'm going to go late night to L.A. I took the Wild versus the Kings, I think, last week.
All of a sudden, 10-8, 25, 10-8, huh?
The Wild?
Yeah,
they're
well.
really well. They did just lose to the Kings in overtime, I believe. They're not going to lose again. This was like, I think on Thursday or Friday or something, or Thursday maybe. Doesn't really matter. Thursday or Friday or something. 1-3. When was 1-3? Friday?
I think that was Friday.
That was Friday, dude. They lost 5-4 in a shootout, dude. Kind of crazy. Not going to happen again. Give me Wild winning this game. I'm going to say 3-1 buttoned up Minnesota and the under.
Wow. Quick, easy. No one got hurt. I'm going to take the Ducks, and I know the Ducks have been trending in the wrong direction, but they're in our nation's capital One Arena.
Wow.
Ovechkin, I haven't liked what I've seen on him, but I will say Tom Wilson playing like his earth is on fire this year. It seems like he's scoring every game. But I think this is where the Ducks kind of retreat to the way that they were playing earlier this season. The total is 6.5. So I guess we're going to go 2 unders here. By the way, Tom Wilson out for this game. Not coming back till the 7th. So that is a big blow. But the Ducks relatively healthy, but relatively mediocre recently. Losers of it looks like 5 straight. I just want to see if this losing streak extends past that. But I believe that is what it is. Yes. So 5. They've lost 5 straight. 7 out of 8, Tony. But they're winning tonight. Kreider, hat trick. It's like he's wearing a Ranger jersey. 2 tip-ins in this one. And I think the Ducks really take out their frustrations on the lackluster play. Trouba, even with 2 points in this one. And I think they win, let's say 5-1. So give me the Ducks and the under.
Ducks and the under. Night of unders for Brian. Oh, sorry. I put that in my column. Interesting. I'm probably going to bet on that tonight, honestly. I think Anaheim is a good underdog.
Yeah.
Good value there. Tom Wilson out. Love to see that, dude.
120.
Let's see, dude. I guess we'll go with another dog here. I kind of like this dog. Give me the Kraken here in Calgary. I know you're thinking, wow, Kraken, not a great team, but neither is Calgary, to be honest. Calgary, a good home record, 12-6-2. And they've won 3 of the last 4. Did drop a game to Nashville at home, though, 4-3. Kraken, winners of 4 of the last 5, beating Vancouver, beating Philadelphia, LA, Nashville, and I think Calgary will be next here. Jordan Eberle will record 2 points off of 2 assists tonight. Who's he assisting? Why not Matty Beniers? He'll score 1, and I guess maybe a Ben Meyer slapper from the blue line on the power play in the 3rd period puts the Kraken up 2-0. That's your final score. Joey Decor with the shutout. Let's go Seattle and the under.
And just like that, your frozen frenzy here on a Monday. The new pick segment, the energy's in the air. Kept due 20 minutes late asking about the NFL picks. We're excited to make those Fridays, and you guys are going down.
Coming for blood.
And we get the grid up, the music going.
The Mets in there. Let's go,
Mets.
Dude.
How about the Mets?
Take a deep breath here.
So the Mets.
Don't get too excited, dude.
Mix, Tony.
You're thinking Mets, Brewers. You're thinking a lot of different teams. By the way, we can't do the NBA song today.
What happened?
Copyright.
Really?
Yeah, I've been getting in trouble for that.
What about the other NBA song? Like the Bulls?
We could try that one, but we have gotten pinched for that as well.
Wow.
In the past.
Maybe try it or no?
I would try it.
Yeah.
I mean, worst comes to worst, it's your fault, Brian. But Mets, dude.
Yeah. I know you're licking your chops. Here,
Yeah, there's a few good ones here. You can do Eduardo Escobar for Brewers Mets.
Okay, I had Sanchez at 2%.
Gary Sanchez.
Yeah.
We can do that as well if you like.
I like 2%, right? I mean, just take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's the safe bet.
McCann was 3. I don't know if you have somebody better in mind. Did Zeal play for the Orioles?
No, I played for Cincinnati.
Okay.
I know I'm not great with Orioles.
I mean,
Jose
McCann-
Batista.
Oh yeah, do Batista. Yep.
Oh, not typing in anything. 0.9, dude. And then Mets 300 batting average. We can do Dom Smith. He had one.
Yeah.
Dom. It's probably Dominic. Yeah. Bang. 0.3, dude. Let's go.
There we go.
And then for Brewers outfield, you can do Mark Canha.
Go ahead.
0.5, dude. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Texans. I feel like this is gonna be kind of again. I'm not
Palmeiro. 5%.
Palmeiro for
300 average
for Texans.
Yeah.
Rafael Palmeiro. How much you say it was?
5%.
5%.
Um.
You want to do Granderson for outfield 300?
I mean, it's yeah,
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, there's probably so many. Doesn't really matter. 0.1. All right, hold your breath.
Tony Tarasco, 2% for Orioles outfielder. T-A. Just Tony and then T.
Isn't that what I put? Oh, they put T-O. Oh, Tony. It's a nice photo. Why is Dom Smith in a Yankees hat, dude? What is that about in that photo? What is that, dude? David Robertson, no.
Prince Fielder, too high.
Brad Hand, no.
How
How about giving some MLB names over here, Kev? How about that? How about that? Texans, Brewers, pitchers. Taylor Rogers, no.
Chris Davis, but that's probably high. Let's see, 7%. Dead nuts. Chris Davis.
7%. Dead nuts. Not bad at all.
Not Quintana.
Definitely not Quintana. Freddie Peralta, no. Josh Bell, no.
Nelson Cruz, was that high? 6%.
Let's do it, dude.
Yeah.
Nelson Cruz, 2023.
Yes.
Nelson Cruz.
All right, for like a humdrum, right? At 23.
For a humdrum, Michael Jordan. And then we go football.
Yeah.
We lower this. We put on the gridiron. Which I'm surprised I have a problem with that, but now watch it. I said something now. They're going to take it down.
Yes. All righty then.
10 receiving tutties per season. Puka Nacua.
Hold on.
CeeDee Lamb.
So yeah, I was almost thinking Adams, but let me just see. So yeah, he's 18%.
Devontae Adams. Cooper Kupp.
Let me just double check this, but I think I have the name.
It has to be with that team, obviously, right?
Yes.
Odell Beckham.
Nah,
definitely not.
Nah. Do Isaac Bruce. I don't think it's
Rams receptions.
Wrong, but yeah.
Bruce. Isaac. Bruce, 13%. All right, not bad.
Let's see. So for Washington, as Matthew would say.
Washington.
I'm trying to think of other guys. Same thing with the Cowboys. They've had so many different receivers. I mean, I guess I could see. T.O. is 9%. It's fine. Cowboys.
T.O. 9%. It's pretty low.
Dolphins, Rams, AJ Feely.
0.5.
Okay, let's see. Browns and Cowboys. This is always a Brandon Whedon spot. 11%. Whedon.
Cowboys, Browns, you said, right?
Yeah.
Forget. How do you spell his name?
Brandon Whedon. Whedon. W-E-E.
W-E-E. That's so obvious.
Whedon? I don't know. But also, Connecticut's very own Jordan Reed once played quarterback at Florida for Washington and the 10 touchdowns. Josh B. also, courtesy of him.
Jordan Reed?
Yes.
Connecticut's own?
Connecticut's very own.
From New London.
Let's see here. So I guess just do Cedric Wilson Jr. for the Cowboys and Dolphins. And then Browns, Washington, Zane Gonzalez.
Where do you go to college?
I don't know. Dead Nuts, Trent Green.
Went to Arizona State.
Okay. He's been kind of a journeyman.
Trent Green. Where do you go to college?
I don't know.
Indiana, it says.
Indiana. Went to college before I was born. Jay-Bird trying to do the Baker Mayfield for the Rams Browns, but I feel like that's going to be high. Odell probably high as well.
I would think Baker lower.
But still high. Yeah, Odell's
high.
43.
High.
Hold on. Just hold on a second, dude. Jeez.
Give me a second.
I'm trying to think, was Austin Hooper on the Rams at all? Probably not. Picked by Atlanta. No. Let's see. Rams, Browns.
Bum, bum, bum.
Not RG3. Not Brissett. Not Wentz. Not Garoppolo. Not Tyrod Taylor. Tackles. Not Whitworth. Feels like I just know it, but there's just nothing there. I guess if you want to start looking it up.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of other. Not Terrell Pryor. Guys.
Browns, Rams players.
Oh, I think Case Keenum, right? I think we've had this. Like, I'm pretty sure about this.
So you want to do it right now? Just go in case.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, fine. It's your funeral, dude. Yeah, it's okay.
Probably pretty good too, right?
4%.
The old
dude.
52, my football number.
The old blue 52.
And then we're gonna do the old
Blue 52.
check for the hardwood with the Michael Jordan.
The old check, dude. Wow, Nick's involved.
Nick's involved. Josh B's ears perking. Let's see, 5 assists.
It's not even on.
Really?
Oh, the Bulls song. There it is.
Nick's 5 assists
Peyton!
from the Mafia poker game himself, Chauncey Billups.
For Nick's
5 assists.
5 assists. Wow. Okay. That's spelled Chauncey, right? Oh, there it is.
And then right below him, Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry. 4% for Lowry.
Nice. Okay, so
Assists Knicks, Derek Harper, he said, wow.
Jordan
slow,
Clarkson,
dude.
1%, and Harper would have been higher, Josh. Jordan Clarkson?
For Jazz?
Yeah.
1%.
Next to him, Kevin Love.
That's a good one. 6%.
Okay.
Where'd he go to college?
Kevin Love went to UCLA.
Knicks, Bucks, Langston Galloway.
Go ahead.
.2%, dude.
There we go.
Pretty good so far. Pretty good.
Is there somebody?
Josh B.
Feels like they were on the Knicks and Cavs. Asian guy. No way.
Knicks, Cavs.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith.
Yeah. But that's probably way too high though.
Not good enough. Dead Nuts, Jose Calderon.
Yeah, do that. Oh, obviously, yeah, doing away, but that's too high. I think we're at 24 AM. Let's see. Bucks, Jazz. Oh, okay. One we've had a lot. Jazz Bucks, Ersan Ilyasova. So ERSAN. Yeah.
3%.
Okay. He's saying Alec Burks.
Alec
I think that's for
Burks.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Oh, we already did. Wait, no.
Miami or
Maybe Alec Burks, Miami Bucks? Or I guess obviously the easy thing is just to look it up. Let's see.
look it up.
Burks.
He said it was for Dead Nuts, even though he gave us Jose for Dead Nuts.
Utah.
Josh B's just flexing at this point.
Yeah, dude. Miami. Yeah, he wasn't on the Bucks though. All right. Was for Dead Nuts. Okay.
Was.
Cleveland, Miami. Besides D Wade, trying to think about other guys that they had. Mo Williams, no. Mike Bibby, no.
All right, starting. No. Let's see. Someone that's not. I don't know. There's a few names that I recognize here. All right, here's one. This is a guy we've definitely used before. Drafted. He's a small forward and power forward, drafted out of Marquette in 2012. Brian, by the Cleveland Cavaliers, second round.
Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You do that.
You down with that? Bucks Heat, Jay Crowder. 6%.
And then Cavs, Miami.
Cavs, Miami. This is Alec Burks.
But I'm looking at Alex Burks, Cleveland, but I don't see Miami.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I have to double check?
No, it's just not. So, I guess. See what else we got.
I see Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah. 49 games, Miami, 24-25 season after the Knicks.
Oh. No, but I'm not seeing Cleveland.
2018, 2019,
Oh, he gets
34
right.
games.
I don't even know. Just don't even listen to me anymore. Just go.
All right, dude. You can admit when you're wrong. It's fine.
Yeah, right.
Dude.
Sometimes people could do that.
Point
I
two,
don't know
Josh. Be a
anybody
great
else
job, dude.
Do that.
Point two, Josh. Be a great job, dude. So facetious.
To the hockey arena we go. 100-point seasons for the Flames, Capitals, and the assists. As 50 assists and 100 points. That's interesting.
Oh no, dude. All right, let's take a deep breath here. All right,
Let's not get crazy.
because if you think about it, thank you, Josh.
Taylor Hall,
100 points for the assists.
I would think, right?
I would think so. I would double check that.
No.
All right, we can do Yager. If like Yager would be a good amount and a low number,
I think. Yeah, that's probably
right? I mean, I imagine it'd be pretty low, especially because I would imagine people are going to use him.
1%.
Awesome. People probably are going to use him in this left column with the Bruins here, because he played for Calgary, he played for Washington, and he played for the Bruins. However, I think we can get around. Bruins Capitals. I got a good one. We're gonna go Dmitry Orlov.
A Tony favorite.
Yes, dude. Remember playing like NHL 2014? He's on the Capitals. Orlov, another hit. Waffle board. Why can't I fucking spell his name? Is it not? Oh, with the OV. That's right, dude. OV Dmitry. Calgary Bruins. That's gonna be kind of tough, dude. Detroit's gonna be kind of tough too. Detroit for the assist, though, we can do
Lindholm didn't play on Calgary.
Eric Lindholm.
No,
Elias Lindholm.
or Hampus. Maybe Elias.
Elias Lindholm.
Let's see. Elias Lindholm. I hate when I click.
What happened?
Nah, I just hate when like you go to like a stat thing and it's not as good as Hockey Reference.
No help from anybody. I think actually Dougie Hamilton played for both.
Calgary.
For Elias Lindholm?
Yeah.
Calgary Bruins.
Yep.
How much?
I didn't do it.
Oh,
But I just looked up the stats.
5%, not
nice.
bad, dude.
50 assists. What about Patrice?
Bergeron for the assists?
Yeah.
Definitely had it, yeah.
No.
No?
No.
Then you want to do like a Bobby Orr just to be super safe?
But who? There's some other guys.
Brad Marchand, David Krejci, Zdeno Chara probably didn't have it.
Marchand's 13. That's fine.
Let's do Brad Marchand then.
Goudreau's 40. Who else?
Goudreau for Calgary, 100 points.
Yeah, he's 40. Wait, but in Kadri, I don't think he's done it, right?
I don't think it's done it. I mean, did the Kachuk do it?
Oh, Kachuk.
Did Kachuk do it? I'm going to put Datsuk down here for the assists. 13%, not bad.
Kachuk.
Kachuk did it?
Yeah.
How much was he?
I didn't do it.
Matthew Kachuk.
Nice.
15%. There we go, dude. 100 points for the Capitals. Alexander Ovechkin.
Carlson has it. Tom Wilson.
Tom Wilson, 100-point season.
Probably not. No.
I don't think so. Kuznetsov may have had it, I would imagine. TJ Oshie, probably not. TJ Oshie?
None of those guys.
So just Alexander Ovechkin right now. Kuznetsov never had a 100-point season with the Capitals?
Nope. No.
Backstrom. Nicholas Backstrom.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, dude. We're getting there.
We are getting.
We're getting there. 15%.
Anything here?
No.
So
This is kind of tough for me. I'm not gonna
All
lie,
right.
dude.
let's see.
Detroit. You're gonna maybe a Tyler Mott situation. Did Mott play for Washington? I want to say he kind of did.
No.
DeBrincat played for Calgary? Question mark.
DeBrincat is for which one? Calgary and
Detroit.
No. All right, I'll just look it up.
Yeah, this is gonna be a look up spot. This is tough for me.
Okay. So there's a guy. This should give it away, but I'm kind of like making fun of Josh because a couple of times he said this guy's name. It's a nickname. I said, "Oh, Josh is this player. He was a goaltender. Went a lot of different places, and I believe was part of like one of their runs to the Cup. But it's for Detroit.
What's the nickname? Doesn't he always has Kudrow, right? Is it Kudrow?
Yeah,
Cujo.
Curtis
yes,
Joseph.
Yes. This was for Calgary?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, let's go, dude. Cujo.
Okay. And
3%. Let's go, dude. Dead nuts.
Red
now.
Wings.
Is it a Tyler Mott situation?
No,
it's not. Oh yeah, we were gonna try that. That's right, dude.
So there's one guy that kind of seems familiar.
Goalies, maybe? Is there a goalie we know of?
So the goalie.
Yaroslav Halak.
No.
Fuck. Really?
No.
Damn it.
So there's a guy. So this guy. Let's see. Is he currently on Minnesota? Let's see.
Zucker.
So this is a guy drafted by Edmonton, but didn't play for them. So started with Chicago.
What year?
Well, his rookie year was 2015. He's a defenseman. He's on Detroit right now. And actually, he was on the Rangers 2 years ago. And he went to Detroit the last 2 seasons, but he was on the Rangers, a defenseman. Not a big point guy. He only had 31 points that year.
So Red Wings now.
Was on the Rangers, then was on Toronto before that, Washington, Chicago, Montreal, Philadelphia, Calgary, Chicago.
Defenseman.
Yes.
But like didn't do much for us.
Yes.
Mid-season acquisition, or was it a deadline move that the Rangers got him?
Season.
So
like
off-season
games,
move.
only had 6 goals. So a true defenseman.
A true defenseman, 76 games.
And he has this. He's kind of got Michael, first time, long time. I haven't seen you since last year.
Wow, Brian with the jokes, dude.
Yeah, nice.
I'm gonna be so pissed if I can't get this, dude.
What'd you say? Oh yeah. So he has the same last name as a goalie. It's like a 4-syllable last name.
Oh my god, dude. Defenseman on the Rangers the last 2
like really wasn't like a big part of like, you know what I mean, but he was there,
and then he went to Detroit afterwards.
Yeah.
Was he traded from the Rangers, or was it?
I think he's a free
agent, and he left. That Calvin DeHaan.
Nope.
And
there is a Hall of Famer, if you don't know that one, that his nickname was FedEx. Different guy than who we're talking about. But he was a center. Finished playing in 2009. Finished up with the Capitals. Longtime Red Wing.
Finished up with the Capitals in 2009.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I can't believe I'm not going to get this. I'm still trying to think of defenseman, Rangers.
Which is the goalie.
The goalie name.
So the goalie
rhymes
name
with
is Minnesota. It's a goalie on Minnesota currently, I believe. I'll double check this.
Gustafson.
Okay. So what's the first name?
Joe. Victor.
Come on.
No, now I'm like vaguely remembering this guy. Oh god,
he's a
dude.
.4 too.
Gustafson. Eric. Is it Eric?
Yes, Eric Gustafson.
God damn it, dude. It took me fucking forever. Enough goddamn hints. Gustafson, 2016, 2026. There he is, dudes. 0.4, whatever.
Here we go.
Here we go, dude. That's it, dudes.
Wow. The show just completely flew by, huh?
Yeah, no, it really did, dude. That, I mean, you know, it's
Mondays.
the fucking Mondays, NFL.
Rangers tonight.
Yeah, put a few shekels.
Seems like we're moving in the right direction baseball-wise. That stuff should be popping up soon. No, I'm saying a lot of things about like the Yankees over the weekend. Second offer to Bellinger, trading for Edward Cabrera. So
I hope the Mets get Bellinger.
I don't think they are.
I mean, I would say signs are starting to point to North.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a trade for Peralta. Both teams in the play for that. So hopefully we just get news on that this week.
Yeah, and I think we will. I mean, I feel like the dust is settling from the new year. Hopefully Stearns is not hungover,
right,
hitting the hashish pipe.
Yeah,
and they can figure something out.
Yeah, so let's go.
Is the day today?
Yeah, is the day.
A lot of appointments.
Just to this, to that, that type of thing.
All
right. You can nice win yesterday against Marquette. Come on,
is that
Michael
right,
Bunker.
dude?
That's right.
Marquette sucks. Come on.
UConn's great. What can I say? But yeah, great show today. Really appreciate everybody tuned in and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All the archives, YouTube page, Michael Renee, and Jay and Costa, the merch. DowntimeTV.com. Everybody to enjoy the day. Let's go Rangers, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.